Hi guys, so let's see our requirement number 1 for this particular tutorial or course, and we're gonna learn it by doing real life examples. Okay, so the requirement is when a new contact is created, then send a welcome email to the contact using simple text. Okay, so why we cannot do this in before flow? So as you can see, let's go to flows. We don't have an option to send an email in before flow, and there's the reason, obviously, because the record is not saved, so we cannot send email. Once the record is successfully saved, only then we should send an email, right? So just quickly to show you fast field updates, if I select fast field updates, and if I select free form, on the left hand side I don't have any actions, right? I cannot send an email. So let's do it with the help of action and related flows. I'm gonna do it from start. So search for flows, go to new flow, select record triggered flows, because we want to do some kind of automation that automatically send an email to new contact whenever a new contact is created, a welcome email maybe. So launches when a record is created or updated. We're gonna cover this part in created. On which object we want automation? Obviously we want automation on contact. You guys know the drill now, because we have already covered the basics in our previous Udemy course, which is fast field updates. Now when I want to run the flow, it is when a record is created. Okay, so only when a record is created, then run my flow. Do I need to set any conditions? Let's see. Okay, I don't have any conditions, but it's better to have a condition. So let's see. The condition is email should not be empty. Okay, so this is my condition. So how I can achieve this condition in my flow? So whenever you have some kind of conditions, here in set entry conditions you can define that when to run your flow. So we can say all conditions, because I only have one condition and I want to say that condition should match, and I can select fields of contact. Why I can select fields of contact over here? Because I have selected contact object over here. Whichever object I select, I will get fields over here of that object. Okay, so email is null false means email is not null, email is not empty, right? So we are checking if email is there, only and only then run my flow. And what do we want to do? Do we want to update the same record? Like if I'm creating a contact like this and I click on save and I want to update the same this record, then I will go for fast field updates. In all other scenarios I will go for action and related. So in this particular requirement, we don't want to update the same record, we want to send an email. So that's why we are gonna go for action and related. See, update any record and perform action like send an email. Okay, and this runs after the record is saved. Okay, so done. Now again free form, it's better. Now on the left hand side you can see there are a lot of options. In fast field updates there were less options, but in action and related we have a lot of options. So to do any kind of thing other than DML, like create a record, update a record, sockle, get a record, delete a record, other than these, if you want to do some kind of actions, you will use this action. For post to chatter, submit for approval, like send an email, and a lot of options over there. So let's see how we can send an email by dragging and dropping this action over here. Now on the left hand side you can see there are a lot of categories, like you have users action, group action, routing action, task, account action, contact action, etc. So for easiness, let's select all and we can search for all actions in all the categories. So I want to send an email, right? So let's select email. So as you can see, I'm getting a lot of email alert, email alert. If I can zoom in, see email alert, email alert, email alert. This is not the one we want. We want to send, as you can see, we want to send simple text email. Okay, so whenever you want to send simple email, you will use this email simple dash email simple send email. This one, this is out of the box. Maybe you don't have these email alerts because this is my org, your org is different, but you will always have this send email option. Okay, so select this send email, and now the same for every element you have to label it. So label it anything. I'm gonna say send welcome email. Finally, here are the main things. Body means what do you want to send in the body to the contact. Subject, and to whom you want to send email. Recipient email address here. These three options are important, right? So let's see. Subject is something we can say welcome to welcome, or we can simply say welcome and few exclamations. Okay, this is hardcode text. You can change it, it's up to you. In the body we can say hi, we are glad that now you are part of our organization in a way, and we can say thank you. Okay, so this is normal text too. So this is how you're gonna put body. Your heading subject will be this, and to whom you want to send an email. We want to send an email to the new contact, this one. So as I earlier told you in our previous sessions, that when a record is saved, our flow will run. We will have all these fields available in which variable? We will have it in a record variable. Okay, so in record variable, we will have all the fields of this new contact. And which field we want to get? We want to get the email field. So we can say record dot. See, if I zoom in, record dot, and I can search for email and select the email from the top. Here it is. Okay, so I am saying this is my subject, this is my body, and I want to send email to contact email. Record means contact, newly creating record, this contact. And this is done. We are good to go. Simple. Now you just have to connect the knots. So connect it somewhere here. You don't have to connect it on the circle. No, you can connect it anywhere. Okay, drag and drop it anywhere and it's connected. And you can save it. Simple. Send welcome email to new contacts. You can save it and activate. Okay, now let's go to contact and see if we are successfully getting the email or not. So Sherbaz Khan, and I'm gonna say 1 2 3 4 5. So that's fine. And I'm gonna put my email address. So here is my email address. And let's say save. Okay, so saved, record is saved successfully. And now I have to go to my emails to check if I receive an email or not. So here I am on my Gmail, and as you can see I am in my spam folder. Maybe you will get it for the first time. So if I open this one, I can say report not spam, and now from my inbox I can see, okay, welcome, this was the subject, and here is the text message. Hi, we are glad that now you're a part of our organization. 2 minutes ago. See, I paused the video, that's why it's 2 minutes ago, just to log into my Gmail. So I hope that you guys learned that how we can send an email and how easy it is. You can use the body, whatever you type, you want to type, whatever text you want to type. And the main thing is we can also put something like dynamic name, that I want to say hi contact name. After hi I want to say contact name. How I can achieve this in flow? Dynamic data. So let me cut it, and I can say record. Okay, record means the new creating record, record dot name, full name. See, and I can say now paste that whole thing. Hi organization, thank you. And what I can do now, cut this comma and hi. If I can, okay, I am cutting this one and pasting it before the record dot name. So I'm saying hi Shirbaz Khan, or whatever name we are gonna give it, comma, and then our. So this is how you can use the merge fields. Automatically it will be renamed, or you can it will be changed to the name you have provided in the contact. So that's how you can use it. So let's see if we are getting the dynamic name or not. So done. And when you do some kind of changes, see, you don't have option to save, you have to save as a new version. So new version, save as. Now it's version 2. Right value that isn't supported in a scheduler record triggered flow. Record doesn't support some standard fields. Okay, so it says that record dot name doesn't support, so we can say first name. It is a derived value, right? Because there is no name field, there are first name and last name fields, and we can change it to first name space last name. See, dollar record dot first name and dollar record dot last name. Simple and done. And now we can save it. It will allow us to save. See, no errors or no issues, and we can activate it. Now if we try to create a new record on the same email, sure, this time let's see John Wick. Okay, so now in my email it should be written hi John Wick, and the email is same. I'm gonna use my same email address, and let's see if we get the email or not. Save. Okay, so record is saved successfully. Now let's go to Gmail to check. See, now I am getting this email 0 minutes ago, means I have just got this email. The subject is same, but this time report looks safe. This time, see, John Wick is there. The dynamic name coming from record dot first name space record dot last name. So this is how you can use any field you want to send email to your contact. See, hi record dot first name space record dot last name. First name is John, last name is Vic. And this is it for this particular tutorial. I hope you guys learned something new. Thank you so much. Hello guys. So in this video we are gonna cover our requirement number 2. It is similar to the previous requirement where we are sending email to contact, but the difference is now we don't want to send simple text in an email. Instead we are going to use email alert plus email template. So the prerequisites are, first we have to create an email template, then we have to create an email alert and use the above template in that alert, and finally in the email in the flow we are going to use that email alert. So these are the steps. So without wasting any kind of time, let's get started. Here's our flow, and first we are going to go to email templates, classic email templates. We can create the lightning one too. Okay, logged in. Now go to email templates. Here I am. I can click on new template. For easiness, for this particular tutorial you can create HTML templates, but for now let's select text, because our main purpose is how we can use email alert. And okay, so folder should be public one for now, and now I can say available for use, right? Checkbox check. Name it as new contact demo template. Okay, new contact demo template. This is just a name, you can name it anything. Subject, again I'm gonna say welcome. Okay, so the same thing where we were doing that in a simple text, here we are doing it. Okay, hi, welcome to our organization. thank you, and you can style it on your own. Regards, and my YouTube channel name SFDC Khan. Okay, if I can zoom in, you can see it. Okay, I want some space, and similarly after hi we want to put the dynamic name. So how we can get the dynamic name of the contact, right? So here at the top, see available merge fields. First you have to select contact fields because our flow is gonna run on contact. Then in the field section you can select any field. So I am selecting contact dot, here it is with that first name. Okay, I can copy the first name, paste it here, space, and then I can copy the last name, similarly last name. Okay, selecting fields from here, and it will automatically give you the merge field. You can copy and paste it over here. So this is the dynamic data which will come from, means we will pass the ID of the contact to our email alert from flow, and automatically the Salesforce will handle it for us. Welcome to our organization, and you wanna use some different fields also. So we can say like your email is, or your phone number is, your phone, and how we can get the phone. Similarly here we can get the mobile phone. Here it is, mobile. Copy and paste, and we can say your mobile phone, and we want to say your website, or your, what's the other field we want to show. Let's select your department. Okay, so copy the department, paste it here, and we can say before department hardcode text, and after colon few spaces, and done. Right, so this is my template, and the beauty of this template is I can reuse it as much time as I want. Okay, so that's why most of the time you're gonna be using templates, and you can save this. Now your template is there. The next thing is you have to create an email alert. So go to email alerts, click on new email alert. Description means you can provide the description like email alert to welcome new contact, and I'm gonna say demo at the end. Okay, here's the API name. Object, you have to select on which object you want this email alert. So in our scenario we are using contact object, right? And finally here you have to select which template. So we have just created the template, and the name of that template was, let's search for demo. Here it is, new contact demo template. This is the one we have just created. Now in the recipient means to whom we want to send. We want to send email to contacts email field, right? Contacts email. So in this drop down I can say email field. Here it is. So automatically email field means all email fields on contact object. If you have custom fields, you will also see those email fields over here, and you can select any one of them. In our scenario I only have the standard one, that's why I can see it. I have to add it on the right hand side, select it. If you want to give some additional email addresses, you can put it here by comma separated values, but we are focused on just to send email to new contact, and save. So that is my email alert. Finally in my flow I can use that. So on the same flow I'm gonna click on save as and make a new version. Okay, new version, so it's gonna be version 3, and we'll change it, make some changes. So in version 3 I don't want this one, let's delete it. I want an action, okay, and instead of simple email this time, see simple email, I'm gonna select my email alert, which is, okay, I cannot see my email alert because I have to maybe refresh the page. Okay, so this is my version 3. Let's delete the previous one. This is my email simple one. Let's delete it and drag and drop action again, search for email, and now here it is, email alert to welcome new contact demo. See, I have to just refresh the page, that's why. So here is my email alert. I can select it. Same thing, we have to name everything in our flow. So like send welcome email to contact using email alert, just a label. Finally, here it is. As you can see, there is no body, no subject, no recipient, because all of that is handled in email alert and email template. You just have to provide the record ID, means on which contact you want to send that email. So we want to send the email on the newly creating contacts, right? Newly. So the new contact or the updated contact in flow is referred to as a record, right? So record.id. If you mistakenly type record ID and it's giving you an error, just put dot after record and you can select record.id from here. Here it is, ID. Okay, it's fine. Now you can done. You can click on done and we are good to go. Connect the nodes and save and activate this version, because the previous, when I activate any new version, automatically the previous versions will be deactivated. Okay, so I am activating this one where I am using email alert, not the simple email text. And now let's see if I create a new contact, if it is working or not. So I am also using mobile and department, so let's say Sherbaz Khan, in bracket I'm gonna say SFDC Khan, that is my YouTube channel name, and I'm gonna provide my phone number, not the correct one obviously. And finally the department, I'm gonna say, which department, you can say management or development, whatever, development. Okay, so it's gonna show me my mobile phone and it's gonna show me my department, show me my name dynamically with the help of email alert and email template or my email. And finally obviously where it should send the email, so I have to provide my email address. So Sherbaz Khan. When I click on save, my flow is gonna run, okay, because my flow is running when a contact is created and action then related. It will check email is not null, same requirements which we have covered in previous video. Okay, email is not null, then run the flow. In flow running, it's gonna just send an email using email alert and automatically email template will be used in that. Let's click on save and see if it is working or not. Contact is created successfully, and here in my Gmail I am getting that email, right? Welcome, this is the subject in email template, and then hi Sherbaz Khan SFDC Khan, this is the name of contact, right, coming dynamically. Then welcome to our organization, your mobile phone is this one, so automatically it is getting the mobile phone dynamically. Also your department is development, so it is getting the department field dynamically with the help of email alert and also this email template used in this email alert. In this email template, guys, remember we use these merge fields, contact.mobilephone, contact.department. So it is showing us contact.mobilephone is this, contact.department is this. So that's how you can use email alerts plus email template and send email to new contacts with the help of flow. Thank you so much. Hello guys, welcome back. So we're gonna cover our requirement number 3, and the requirement is when a new account is updated And also we have to check few conditions, that if the reset contacts checkbox custom field is checked, means first we are gonna create this checkbox field and we will check it in our flow. If previously it was not checked and now user is updating the record and making it checked, only then what we have to do, we have to delete all related contacts of that account. So let's see how we can achieve this kind of requirement with the help of flow. Well, this particular requirement can be done in two ways. So this is the second way and this is the first way. So first we will use get records element. In the second way we will not use the get record elements without using it. So we'll learn the both ways. So in future you have both options and you can learn new things too. So let's get started. First we will create this custom checkbox field on account record, account object. So let's go to account object. In fields and relationships, I'm gonna click on new and I can say checkbox and it will be reset contacts. Okay, this is the name, visible for all profiles and available on all page layouts. Okay, so the first thing is done. Now when we go back to any account, we will see and we should see, let me refresh. Well, this is the way you refresh and you're gonna see all the cache is removed, so you don't have to refresh like multiple times. Okay, here it is, reset context checkbox. This is compact layout, that is why there are no spacing. If you go back to Comfy, there will be more spacing between. Okay, so what's the requirement? The requirement is like this account and user is now updating this checkbox to checked, and when user click on save, all the related contacts should be deleted automatically. Okay, because that the name says itself, reset contacts means delete all contacts, right? So how we can do that with the help of flow? So let's see the first way to do it. First we're gonna create a new flow, record triggered, because we want to do some kind of automation behind the scenes automatically, and we want this to run on account object when account is updated. Okay, only when the account is updated, and the condition is reset checkbox, reset context checkbox equals to true. Okay, so we are saying whenever this reset context checkbox is true, then and record is getting updated, run the flow. Now here comes this part. We have already covered this one in our before flow, so we only wanna run this flow when reset checkbox was previously not true, means previously it was false like this, and now user is updating it to true. Means we don't wanna run it on like it is checked and user is updating something else, and if we click on save, then it's gonna run again if we select this every time. We don't want this functionality. We only want to run this when previously it was not checked and now user has checked, then run the flow. This functionality can be achieved with the help of only when a record is updated to meet the condition. Means previously this was not checked and now user is checking that checkbox. Now why action unrelated? Because we want to do something else. We don't want to update fields on the same record. No, we want to do something else. That's why action unrelated. In our scenario we want to delete records. So done. Now freeform. So the first approach is we are gonna cover it with the help of get records element. Okay, so whenever this checkbox is checked, okay, whenever this checkbox is checked and user says I want to get all the related contacts and then delete them, right? So first let's get all the related contacts. How you can get records from Salesforce in a flow with the help of this get records, the name suggests itself. So let's get records and I'm gonna say get related contacts. This is the name. And which object we want to get? Contact object, right? Because we want to get all related contacts. And how we will find that only those contacts which are related to this particular account, means which account is getting updated, we want to get that account's contact. So as you know, when user is updating it and click on save, we get this account in our flow as a record variable. Remember, as a record variable. So we can say select all contacts where account ID equals to record.id. So do you understand this point? Record means that record which is getting updated. So we are getting only those contacts which are related to the updating record, which is just getting updated. So only those contacts which are related to that account which is just getting updated. So, and now scroll down. If it is asking, do you want to store one, do you want to get one record or all? So in our scenario we want all the related records. Oh, done. And automatically store fields, so means we are getting all the fields of the related contacts. No issue, we can leave it as is. And this is our get records to get the related contacts of the updating account, and we can click on done. So we have successfully got the records, right? All the related contacts, and maybe there will be 2 contacts, 3 contacts, 5, we don't know that how many contacts any account can have. Okay, now we know that all contacts are in this get related contacts element. Here are all the contacts, so we want to delete all of them. So as you can see on the delete records element, we can use that. So let's say delete related contacts, and we have 2 options over here. First one is use the IDs stored in a record variable or record collection variable. Okay, so the get records element which we have just created previously is a record collection variable. Record collection variable means there are multiple records in that variable. Okay, there can be two contacts, 3 contacts, 5 contacts. That's why it is called collection. And when you select this option, it is asking you to put that collection. So we have just created that get records element, and we can use that over here. See, contacts from, and this is the name of my record, get related contacts. And so I am using this get related contacts in my delete records element. Here it is, get related contacts. Okay, so I am saying this is the list and delete the whole list here. Simple as that. And I can connect the nodes. So whenever my flow will run, first it will check if the reset contact checkbox was previously not checked, and now user has checked that. So true means user has checked that checkbox. Only then run the flow. It will get all related contacts, and it will now delete those contacts which we have got in get records. Simple. So save, and we can say reset account. That is the name of our flow, and activate. And let's see, go ahead in Dickinson and see if it is working or not. So right now I have only one contact related to this Dickinson account. Let's see, if I check this checkbox, it should delete this contact, right? Automatically. So I have checked this checkbox. Previously it was not checked, and now it is checked, and save. See, that contact is deleted. And same goes for any other account. If I want to delete this account's contacts, here this account have 2 contacts, right? So if I click on reset contact, checkbox to checked, and I click on save, these 2 contacts should be deleted. I can say save, and see, automatically the related contacts are deleted. And now I can create new contacts, no issue in that one. Now that was way 1. Okay, one way to do this. The second way is much more easier without using this get records. So here is the second way without using get records element. So you should know that delete records have special properties. So I'm gonna save it as a version 2. Okay, in version 2 I'm gonna make some changes. So in this delete record right now, as you can see, we are using record collection, right? We are using this record collection, which is this get records element. We are getting list here and we are deleting it here. So we can skip this part and directly query what we are doing here, that get all contacts, and then delete them here. We can directly get all contacts here and delete them here in the delete records element. So we can skip this part. So let's delete it. First click on this arrow and press delete button on your keyboard, and then this one too, and now I can delete it. So it's gonna say that it is referenced in your delete records element, so I can remove it from there, or maybe let's delete everything for now. Okay, everything, and this time simple delete record. This is the second way. Remember, I'm gonna say delete related contacts, and this time I don't want to use record collection variable. Instead I'm gonna say I want to specify conditions directly here, that which contacts I want to delete. So when I select this option, see, now it is asking me which object you want to delete directly here, so we don't have to use this get records. In some scenarios you have to use it, so depending on the requirement, now you know both options. So I want to delete contact, and only those contacts where the account ID, same condition, meets the currently updating records ID. Record means the record which is just getting updated, this account's ID, and get all related contacts and delete them. Simple, the same condition here. Okay, and done. Then you just have to connect the knots, save, and activate. So when I activate this version, automatically the previous version will be deactivated. And now let's see if my flow is working or not. Let's go to accounts and select any other account like this one. It has one contact. When I check this checkbox, this scenario should also work, means this way of deleting records. So I have checked, save, see, contacts are gone. If we can check for another one, try it out. Let's create a new contact quickly and see if it is working for multiple contacts or not. Testing. SFDC Khan, this is my YouTube name, obviously I have to write it. Okay, now we have 2 contacts, and let's try to reset all of them, and click on save. See, both of them are gone. So both ways we have covered, both ways, using get records and without using get records directly in delete records element. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much. Hello guys, and welcome back. And today we are gonna cover our requirement number 4, related to actions and related records after trigger flow. So the requirement is, whenever new account is created, automatically create same account with same fields, just the important fields, in new object called initial account backup. So maybe you're working in a company and they have a requirement that whenever account is created, we want a backup of it. So if the user changes something, like after few months account is changed, we always have the most important fields still available in our another object. Okay, so depending on the requirement, this is also real life use case. So let's get started. First we have to create this object with few important fields similar to the account fields. So let's create it. Okay, and also we will have a lookup field to the account, so both are connected. So go to flow object manager, create new object, and we can name it initial account backup. Okay, initial account backup, here it is, plural name, initial account backups. I want the name of this, means of this particular, to be auto number. I can say a dash and a lot of zeros starting from 1 allow reports, allow activities, track everything, deployed, allow search, and launch a new tab. Save. Okay, so you already should know how to create an object, what are objects and fields. Select any, and default on for all profile means it will be visible in all, and for include this tab in all applications. Okay, so the object is created. Now the most important fields, let's quickly create those. It's gonna take like 5 minutes. So first of all, we wanna have a lookup field that will look up to the account, right? Account. Next, we can name it as like account, no issue. And always require the value, it's up depending on the requirement, so we're gonna leave it as is, visible for all profiles. Okay, on layout, yeah, on all page layouts of account we want this related list to be there. Save and new. Now I want the text field, which one will be account name, right? So I'm gonna say account name 255. Next, and it's gonna be visible for all profiles. Okay, save and new. Now another important field is website, so we can say text. We are gonna select text for almost everything because we are just creating a backup, right? So website, visible for all profiles. Next, okay, and save and new. Let's see which fields are more important. Phone, okay, let's have a phone backup. So I'm gonna select text again, although I can select phone, but we just want a backup, that's why to make things easier I'm selecting text for everything, because this is just a backup object. Next, and save and new. And finally, another important field can be account number, or let's say rating or account source, maybe it is an important one, yeah, but those I want that field which can be changed in future, right? So maybe first of all fax can be changed, so let's say text, create a fax field. Okay, so these are the most important fields of account, and we want to have a backup of them whenever a new account is created. So the requirement is whenever someone creates a new account here, automatically a record with the same fields, most important fields, should be created in account initial account backup object. So let's just add that in our this application. So here is the initial account backup object tab. You can view the selecting experience, open in classic. Okay, we have to do some things, or maybe refresh the page. See, now it's working fine. Okay, so whenever new account is created, we want a record to be created in this object, right? Let's get started with the flow. Create a new flow, and for easiness, kindly deactivate all other flows related to the account. Record triggered flow, because we want this to be automatically. We want this flow to run on account. Okay, I am doing everything a little bit quicker because we have already done all of this part a lot of times. Only when a record is created, okay, and no conditions. We want all the time, we want to back up that account. Action unrelated, why? Because we don't want to update the same account, we want to create some independent object. So action and related records, done. Finally, from freeform, now as you know, to create a new record, any object record, not just the related records, but any object records, we can use create records element. Drag and drop, create initial account backup. Okay, this is the name, you can name it anything. How many records we want to create? it's asking we want to create multiple or one. So we are going to say just one record, because we want to create an backup of every record which is getting. Use all the values from a record means, do we want to use all the values from a record collection variable or record variable? No, we want to specify each field of that object, right? Because we want to store only few specific fields. So initial account backup, and in the fields, what fields and what value. So these are all the fields which we have just created, right? So account is the lookup field. In the account we want to have the ID of the new record, like this new account ID. So the both are connected. So we can say record means the account which is just getting created, and ID. Simple. Similarly, we have to fill all fields. Other fields, account name should be record dot name. Same goes for fax, should be record dot fax, right? All the fields of newly creating record. Phone field should be record dot phone. And finally we have which field? Website should be record dot website. And we are done. How simple is this? Let's just connect, and whenever now account is created, an initial backup record will be created for that. Save, create initial backup of account, and activate. Okay, so now let's go here and see. Currently in the initial account backup, see there are no records. Let's create a new account. Account name should be new account for testing 1. Okay, and rating can be anything. Phone is the one which we have to provide. Fax also. Website should be sfdckhan.com. And which other fields we have covered? Fax, phone, name, and what were the other fields? Let's quickly see. Name, fax, phone, website, and account. Okay, all things are done. Name, phone, fax, website, and account name and ID. So let's see, when I click on save, after the record is successfully saved, my flow will run and it will create a new record in that other object. Save. Okay, so this object is created, and if I scroll down, see initial account backup already have created this account record. So let's go to there. From here we can go to this, or if you want to go it from here, both options are available. Open this one and see, this is tagged to my new account, right? This is the lookup field, this is the name, this is the website, phone, and fax. All the things are coming from the account. Now we can update that account and stuff like that. This will remain the same. So we have a backup of when the record was first created. So that's it from this particular video. Thank you so much. Hello guys. So let's see our requirement number 5 related to action and related records, which is called after trigger flow. So the requirement is, on any stage of opportunity, if user changes opportunity amount, then amount of all other opportunities related to the same account must be changed. Okay, all other open opportunities. So let's give you an example. So here I am, this is the account. Okay, so it has 3 opportunities. So if the user is working on this opportunity, for example negotiation review, right, opportunity 2, when user changes, we go back, changes amount of this opportunity to something else and click on save, then what should happen? Only all other opportunities which are open amount should be changed. Means if I put 250 here, then 250 should be automatically here too, because we are supposing in our organization we have recurring opportunities, right? Fifth, 26 fifth, 26 7, 26 7, so like this. But we don't want to update the closed opportunity amount because that is closed, right? So it doesn't make sense. We only want to update the upcoming opportunities amount which are not closed yet. So let's create another opportunity quickly to make things easier, that we want to update all opportunities. Op 4 amount should be same because that is our organization's requirement, and something like this. Okay, so now we have 4 opportunities. If I click on view all, first one is closed, second one is in review, and we will update any of them, then all these 3 amount of these 3 should be changed. If I change any amount of any opportunity. So let's see how we can achieve this with the help of flow. So in flows, click on new flow. We want this to be automated, so record triggered flow when a record is updated, right? When an opportunity amount is updated. So create. We want this flow to run on opportunity, yes, and only when a opportunity amount is updated. So we are gonna say a record is updated. The condition should be amount is changed true. Means only run this flow when opportunity is getting updated and amount is changed, right? Automatically when you select is changed, you cannot select this option. It will only and only fire when amount is changed. And obviously action unrelated, because we don't want to update the same opportunity, we want to update the other opportunities, right? If you want to update the fields on same opportunity, we would have selected this one, but we want to do something else, that's why we are selecting this option. And done. Again free form. Now to update other opportunities, we have this update records, right? So let's see update records element. Update all other opportunities of same account, right? Or you can say update all other open opportunities of same account. That makes more sense. So now here, if we select first option, use the opportunity record that triggers the flow, it means it is asking you, do you want to update the same opportunity? No, means it is saying you are changing amount of this opportunity and you want to update the same opportunity. No, we don't want this type of functionality. We want to update other opportunities, right? Because this one is already getting updated, we want to update others too. That's why we don't have to select this one. The second option is use IDs, means the same thing which we done in our delete records. First we use get records and then we use it here, but we will do it in the second way, like directly specifying the conditions over here and updating that other opportunities. Third option, right? So we have both options available. Either we use this option, so if we select this option, then we have to use extra step, that is first get records and use that get record here. But we can directly do it here, just like we did in delete records. Same here, specify conditions. So I am saying I want to update opportunity, right? Because this is an update records, and which opportunities I want to update. Here I have to put the conditions. Only those opportunities which have the same account ID, this one. So just like I can get record.amount, record.discount, I can get record.account ID. So on behalf of that, I can see only get those opportunities which are of same account. So I can say where account ID equals to get all opportunities, where account ID equals to record.account ID. Here, not this one, this greater than sign means you want to get fields of account. No, we want the ID of account. So this one, AA. Understand this part? So only get those opportunities where account ID meets the account ID. So it is some kind of issue in flow, so that's why all fields are removed. I have to type in again record dot account ID. And in the fields, which field I want to change? I want to change the amount field, and I want to say in the amount of all opportunities, put records amount, means the new amount of which we have just changed, and done. So let's see it again. In the update records, I have said specify condition, means I don't want to use get records, I want to specify conditions directly here. I'm saying update all those opportunities where account ID equals to, see, these are getting closed, I don't know why, so that's why it's flows issue. Update all those opportunities where account ID meets the current records account ID, means this account ID, all those opportunities where account is same, like this, which one is getting updated. Okay, and then what is the value we want to set? In the set field value, we can set any field, so we just want to update amount on other opportunities, and we want to put this amount, records amount, which is just getting updated. So that's why we are saying put amount equals to record amount. Record amount means the new amount which user has entered, this amount, and done. Simple. And you can say tag it here, save, update all other open opportunities of same account. Okay, and save and activate. So what should happen right now? All these three are open, right? If I click view all, this one is closed one, so this should not get updated. All these three should be updated. If I update any one of them, I want to update the other two automatically. So for example, if I am updating this one and I am changing amount to 250, right? I am changing amount of op2. So op3 and op4 amount should automatically be updated, and op1's amount should not be updated because this is already closed. Before saving, we have to do another thing in our flow. What's that? See, right now we are getting all opportunities of the same account. We don't want this, we only want the open opportunities, so we have to specify a condition for that, and the condition is closed equals to false, means only get those opportunities where account ID meets, as well as that those opportunities are not closed, and then change the amount of those opportunities. Simple, right? Click on done, save as, or save whatever options you have, and activate. Now if I go back, and amount changed to 250, previously amount of all opportunities was 150. So let's save. Okay, so you don't see the changes over here, but if you refresh the page, you will see those changes. See, amount of other opportunities is changed, but not that opportunity which is closed one. So let's take another example. Now I want to update opportunity 4, so opportunity 3 and 2 amount should automatically be updated, right? So let's update opportunity 4 now, and maybe make it 500. So amount of this and this should automatically be updated. So save and refresh the page. See, amount of all three are changed. So that's it from this particular video. Thank you so much. Hello guys, and welcome to our new video, requirement number 6, and this is going to be our last one in this particular course. So the requirement is, when opportunity is marked as closed won, we want to send a custom notification with the help of flow with the congrats message, right? So whenever someone marks an opportunity as closed won, automatically a notification should appear up here at the top. How we can do that? With the help of flows. So first we have to create a custom notification. That is the first requirement. Okay, so you can search for custom notification here. Here it is, and you can click on new. Just give it a name. You can say op closed won, Okay, so this is the name, and it is supported on both mobile and save. Okay, so here it is, op closed one. Copy this API name. Okay, copy this one. We are gonna use it in our flow. Now next step is we have to create a flow, and obviously on which we want to create flow on opportunity whenever the stage name is marked as closed one. So let's create a flow on opportunity. Record triggered flow, because we want to do something automatically on opportunity object when a record is updated, yes, and when a record is marked as closed one. So stage name equals closed one. And why I am selecting this option? Because I am saying previously the stage name was not closed one, and now user has updated it to closed one. Only then run the flow. Action related, you already know, because I don't want to update fields on the same opportunity record. No, I want to do a custom notification thing, like something else. So that's why action and related. So here again freeform. So the first thing is we have to get this custom notification type. Okay, this is custom notification type, because the ID of this custom notification type, we have to use that ID. So to get anything, we know in our flow we have get records. First get records, get custom notification type. Okay, you can say, and here should be custom notification type. Here it is. See, it is an object. And now how I'm gonna get it? I'm gonna get it with the help of the API name. So copy the API name, and in your flow you're gonna say name. Okay, you can say API name or developer name. Okay, so API name, you can say developer name equals this one. So let's see if we are getting with the help of developer name or we are getting with the help of just the name. So we can debug it. First we have to save it. Push custom notification on opportunity closed one. Okay, so let's see, we are just gonna test it first, and let's see. So without activating I can debug it. So debug, run immediately, and select any opportunity, for example this one, and update the stage name to closed one. Where is that? Stage, here it is. So let's say closed one, and we have updated it and run. So did we get some records? Successfully found records. Okay, so it means we can use developer name and API name there. Successfully found records means it found the record successfully, so we are sure, right? So this is how you can debug it. Edit flows again. So we are sure that we are getting the notification here. Now in actions, let's see two things, because before the action we have to do a lot of things. I'm gonna search for notification. Here it is, custom notification. See, send custom notification. Give it a label like send notification, whatever. And here the main thing is custom notification type ID. That's why we have queried the get records. So we will say this notification type from get custom notification type, this is our get record element, right? Get record which we have just created. From that I want to use the ID field, right? That's why we queried it from that get records. So ID field, done. Okay, here we can say like congratulations, and notification title can be closed one, op close one, congratulations on closing the opportunity with amount. Okay, let's forget about the amount for now. we will do it later. Now here the recipient ID. See, I want to push this notification to the user who is updating that, like the owner of the opportunity, right? So I know that I have the owner ID. Right now I am the owner. How I can get the owner ID? But if I go back to my flow, it says IDs, right? So if I try to get record.owner, see, it is not allowing me to select owner ID. See, that's the issue. So to fix this issue, what we have to do, we have to create a new resource. Either we can create it from manager or we can directly create it from here. And it is IDs, so that's why it should be a collection, means list of IDs. It is asking for list of IDs. So we're gonna say new resource variable on, and you can say owners list. Okay, so it makes more sense, and it should be text because owner ID list, because the IDs will be in this list. Okay, and how I can make it as a list, I have to check this checkbox, allow multiple values. So it's gonna be multiple values. Right now it is an empty list. Okay, I am just creating it. It is an empty list, and done. See, now the error is gone. So I have to use the empty list owner list, and its name is like I have made some type of typo, but no issues. Done. So right now in this action notification, I have owner ID list, but it is empty. How I can put the value in this list? So I have to put the value before it is used in action, somewhere here. So with the help of assignment, I can put the value in it. Assign owner ID to list. Okay, so I want to get the owner of the record which is getting updated, like this owner ID, right? So how I can get that? I can say in variables I will select this owner ID list. This is a variable, like correction variable. I have just created it, and here I can say record dot owner ID. Okay, so what's the issue that it is still not giving me the ID? Because I have said equals. Equal means it is expecting a list in value. But if I say add, it means now I can add single value, single ID in this list. Okay, that is the difference. Equals and add. Add means add one by one list. So we are only interested in putting one owner ID in this list. So we will say add. And now if I try to search owner dot record dot owner, see, now I can select owner ID directly. If it was equals, it was not allowing me to select owner ID directly. See, it is expecting a list because this is a list, so it is saying assign me a list. But if I say add, now you can assign a single value. So record dot owner ID, this is a single value. AA means this is a text ID. So what we are saying, in this list, previously it was empty list, and now we are saying add one ID to this list. Done. So after getting the notification type, we are assigning, and after assignment we are getting the action. Now as you can see in actions, when it will go to action, this ID get custom notification type ID is coming from this get records. Then this is normal hardcode text, this is also hardcode text. This recipient's IDs list is coming from manager. Here is the owner ID list. We created it as data type text and allow multiples to make it a list. Then it was an empty list, but between using the assignment, we are assigning a value to it. We are saying get the owner ID of record, means get the owner ID of opportunity record and add that ID in this list, and then use that ID list in here. So now this list have one owner ID. Simple. So that's how our flow is completed. We can save it and activate. So let's see if we are able to get a notification here successfully when I change the stage name to closed one. Closed one, save. Okay, push custom notification is issue, target ID page reference issue. Okay, let's fix this issue. So the issue is we have forgotten to provide target ID or target page. So target ID means we can provide the ID of currently updating record. This opportunity is ID. This opportunity can be get in our flow with the help of record variable, right? So let's go back to flow. In actions, scroll down. Here is target ID, include, and just put record.id. Okay, so we are saying target this one to push notification, and done. This was the issue, and we have successfully saved it, and save as, save, and activate. Let's go back and try to update it now. It is close one and save. See, now it is saved successfully, and at the top you can see a new custom notification. Op closed one was the heading, and congratulations on closing this opportunity. This is the message. So that's how you can push custom notification with the help of flow. First you have to get the notification type ID, right, with the help of name. Then you have to create a new resource of text, right? You have to create new resource here, variable, and type owner ID list, and should be text, and allow multiples. This is important. Here it is, I have already created it. That was first step. Then you have to assign your ID to this list, means add that ID in the list. So with the help of assignment we can add the record owner ID to this list. Finally, this list is now not empty, means there is one ID in this list. Now we can use that list in our recipient IDs, and with the help of this get record we are getting the notification type which we have just created, custom notification type. We can get the ID of this one with the help of the get record, and using that here, get custom notification dot id. So that's it from this course. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you have any question then kindly ask me, and hopefully in future I'm gonna be creating more courses for you guys. Thank you so much.